So let's talk about one of the biggest bottlenecks right now in the digital economy.
Oh, you mean just managing the mountain of API keys and subscriptions?
Exactly. All the static tiers, especially for autonomous systems. We were digging around on AIagentstore.ai again,
Right.
and we wanted to really zero in on this thing called the x402 protocol.
Yeah, it's a concept that it could fundamentally change how machines pay each other.
So what is it, in a nutshell?
I think the best way to put it is it's like a silent native upgrade for the internet's checkout line.
A silent upgrade. I like that.
It's an open payment protocol that lets AI agents and APIs send instant stablecoin micropayments.
Micropayments.
Yeah, tiny payments sent directly over HTTP. It's about making the internet monetizable at the packet level.
Okay, so let's unpack that. The core innovation here is that it uses the HTTP 402 status code, right?
Exactly, the one that's been reserved for decades.
The payment required code. So why is that such a breakthrough? Why not just build another payment gateway?
Well, because it's internet native. That's the key.
Oh, well.
Instead of layering another proprietary system on top of everything, by 402 just uses a standard that's already there.
So a service needs payment.
It just responds with a 402.
Hmm.
The client agent maybe is preloaded with some USDC or another stablecoin.
Mm-hmm.
It sees that request, processes the payment instantly, and just automatically reattempts the original request.
So it essentially turns what was an error code into an automated transaction.
A completely automated transaction and retry, yeah. It's all baked in.
And this gets really interesting for developers because it just eliminates the need for all that manual stuff.
The API keys, the subscriptions, the billing reconciliation, it all just goes away.
And we know from the source that Coinbase has been a big part of pushing this as an open standard.
They have. They've deployed it on high-throughput chains like Solana and Base.
Which makes perfect sense, right? You need low cost and high speeds for this to work.
You do, especially for those tiny microtransactions. This is really the infrastructure that could finally enable fully autonomous machine-to-machine commerce.
So let's make this real. If you're a fintech founder or an API product manager, why should you care about this standard?
Because this is how you move away from static subscriptions to a true usage-based business model.
You mean like monetizing an AI model or a data set on a paper request basis?
Exactly that. Super
Yeah.
granular metering. It also enables these complex agentic workflows where AI agents can autonomously pay each other for compute or data.
With no human in the loop.
None. You can even use it for micropayments on an article or a data set online without user ever needing to log in.
Speaking of autonomy, one thing I found interesting was that the protocol itself is listed with an autonomy level of just 44%.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty low for something powering autonomous commerce.
It sounds a bit contradictory at first, but it makes sense when you clarify the protocol's role.
It's not the agent itself.
It's not the agent. It's the infrastructure. It's a passive reactive system. It only acts when it's triggered by that 402 response.
So it's more like the smart toll booth on the highway, not the self-driving car.
That's a perfect analogy. It's the bridge that lets the agents pass through instantly, not the driver.
The insight there is pretty profound then. This is the shift that really decentralizes monetization.
Exactly. And community opinions seem to back that up. They point to the direct, real-time microtransactions. And crucially, it's blockchain agnostic.
So you're not locked into one specific token or chain.
Not at all. And it's also important to note the protocol itself is free to use and is completely open source.
This feels like it moves us so far beyond static subscriptions. It's fine-grained metering for every single digital interaction.
It signals a potential end to that whole model, at least for machine services.
Replaced by something much more fluid, a pay-as-you-go efficiency. If you want to dive deeper into groundbreaking tech like this, you should really check out AIagentstore.ai.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us.
And hey, thanks for rating the show. We'll catch you next time.